Hey everyone, it's me, Marie. This is probably gonna be the last video for tonight, or maybe second to last. Who knows? All right. So what I want to talk about? What should I talk about? All right. Let me make this a Bradley mommy update. Okay. Bradley is 10 months. He turned 10 months January 29th. He had a doctor's visit a couple of days ago. He weighs 24 pounds. Inches, I can't remember right now, but I think it was somewhere from 35 to 39 inches. He's a tall boy. According to doctors, he's the size of a 15-month-old baby. Yes, he's a big boy. um, he has 8 teeth, uh, four on the top, four on the bottom, and I think more are coming on the side. Like he's teething right now, so he's been really cranky lately. So yeah, I'm like, wow, this kid is just the teeth are just shooting out. But hey, that's good. You know, the faster the better. Get over with. Um, he got no shots. The next doctor visit will be after his birthday, after he's 1 year old. He'll get shots then. He's perfectly normal. He's in the percentiles and everything like that. Just except for the height and girl, he's off the charts, the height, but it's okay. Um, his head stopped growing, so that's a good thing. Um, it stays the same size, not growing. It's not doubling up in size like last time. So that's a good thing. What else? Okay, so I think it was January. I'm from New York, so I was planning to go to New York for the week of New Year's. Big snowstorm hit, so I couldn't go. So I went after New Year's. So let's say I think January 3rd, we go to New York. We get on the bus to go to New York. As I'm on the bus, I feel the night before actually, me and Bradley were coughing. He was coughing, and it didn't sound too good. So I was like, all right, maybe it's just the teething and the cold weather, probably getting a little cold. Nothing ibuprofen or Tylenol can handle. So I was like, okay, let me just take, I make sure I have everything ready just in case it gets worse. Um, so as we're on the bus, I start feeling like a little sick, like a little tired and sluggish, and I just felt like my energy was just dropping. And then Bradley, he caught a fever on the bus. The fever was like, uh, I think, 100.2, or was it 102? I think it was 102. It went to 102, and immediately I gave him some acetaminophen to bring down the fever. It went down and then came back. So his fever was going up and down. So as soon as we got to New York and everything, his fever was just kept rising. It never went below 100. It was just up there. So it wasn't going down. And I was feeling worse too. I was like, what the hell is going on? And I was like, okay, now we're gonna get a cold or whatever. And then it turns out that my breathing started messing up. My asthma was getting really bad because of the cold weather. Me walking in the snow with the stroller up and down those stairs in the subway. Oh my god, they killed me, and I hadn't used my I really forgot what the machine is called. I call it the machine, but it's the nebulizer. I was using the nebulizer for me so I can breathe, and Bradley's fever was still going up. So like I think, and at night I was like, you know what, I'm tired. It's not going down, so I'm gonna go to the hospital. New York. The hospitals over there suck. I mean, I can't tell you how much they suck. They suck so bad that they closed down a few hospitals, which makes the other hospitals like they transfer the workers to. I don't know. It's a big thing. I'm not. I haven't lived there in like 4 years. So all I know is that they closed down a few hospitals, and the hospital I went to is by far the ghettoest hospital in the world. I was like, oh my god, I don't want to go here. But my son had a high fever, so At this point, he had a fever of 100.3, 100.3. No, it was 103.8. So it was going up. So I was like, I'm not going to take it. So I took him to the hospital. Go to the hospital, I have to sign in at a kiosk and then wait to be called. Wait half an hour with a baby, an infant that has a fever, a high fever. And wait 30 minutes, and then they call me, and then they do the triage, whatever. They weigh him to check his temperature, whatever, whatnot. Then I go to register, and you know how long I waited? I waited 2 hours to go for him to get seen. Like, I was just like, are you kidding me? I was so pissed off. I was beyond pissed. I was like, I want to go back to Virginia, like right now. I was just so pissed. Like I wish it was like Virginia and New York is like 4 or 5 hours away from each other. I was like beyond pissed. So they see him and they was like, oh, he's fine. He's not dehydrated. He's, okay. Because Bradley wasn't keeping out his milk, so I had to keep him on Pedialyte and his vegetables. He was keeping out the vegetables, but not milk. He wasn't keeping out dairy. So, I just felt horrible for my baby, and then I was feeling horrible too. I couldn't breathe really. So, and then at this point, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I don't know where I had the energy, but I just knew, I'm this kid's mom. I have to take care of her. So I just got the energy from somewhere. But thank God his grandmother was there because I don't know how I would have done it by myself. Basically we had the flu, but we didn't know we had the flu until like 3 days later when we came back to Virginia. So I come back to Virginia and I go to the doctor's office and he has the flu. They tested him and it was the flu, and I was like, oh my God. So Bradley was battling a fever for like 4 days. So like the fifth day I was like, all right, you know what? And actually the fourth day I went to the hospital and I was like, his coughing is getting worse, and the doctor at the ER told me, well, he's developed croak cough. It's like, it sounds like a barking dog or a seal. They call it croak. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but he developed that, so they gave him like steroids, prednisone for 2 days, the date of when he had to take him to the ER, and the next day, and he got better. And after that day, his fever didn't go up. So yeah, so it took him, and it really messed him up, like, because he had the flu, so he was very clingy. So he was always in my arms or in his grandmother's arms, and he wanted to be held. He wanted to be nurtured. He wanted somebody. So after the flu left, and he was at the healing stage, he always wanted to be held. He was very clingy. So it was really hard, like, to kind of weigh him, because he was never a clingy baby. Like, he showed affection, and, but he was, he was a happy baby. So the flu made him to be really extra clingy and kind of spoiled, I would say. Anyways, back to New York. The next day after I took him to the hospital, I went to the hospital for my asthma. New York hospital. My goodness, I had to wait with breathing problem. I cannot breathe. I had to wait half an hour to get medication. Thank God, like I was trying. I suffer from anxiety. So thank God I tried my best because I was alone to try to concentrate on my anxiety and to calm down. Because the more anxiety, the more agitated, or how can I say it? If you get really anxiety, it doesn't help your asthma. Basically, it makes it worse. So I was just thinking about Bradley. I'm like, I have to be there for him. I can't let nothing happen to me. So just calm down. And, they came and I got better. And I was also battling a fever, but I didn't take any medicine for like the third day because my son was I couldn't do anything. I just make sure Bradley was doing fine. It was like pretty scary 3-4 days. And Bradley's never been sick like that. So that was horrible. Battling a fever for those many days, and him throwing up all the time. It was scary. I'm gonna stop this and make part two. Sorry.